So, hey guys, today I realized something goofy. So, if we have Dragoon, well, one of the issues with Dragoon, kind of issues, is that Dragoon requires a card to discard. As you can see here, once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect. You can discard one card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card, and if you do that, this card gains 1,000 attack. So, making one Dragoon already kind of rough to pay the cost for discard for Dragoon, activate, negate, right? So I've figured, why not play two? And I have a deck in mind that can handle at least two Dragoons consistently. And by that I mean you would have specific cards you'd be able to discard with Dragoon for every single turn. Three is really pushing it. I can't think of a solid way to do three at the moment, but yeah. First things first, I guess we should figure out how to put two Dragoons onto the field. So we're going to just start with the obvious way to drop one of the Dragoons. We just Verte. And then we'll play some Garnets. Like, I don't care that much, you know? Garnets, Bricks, whatever. All good. So, Dark Magician. We'll grab this one. Why not? And okay, let's see. So from here, the main thing is, how do we make Dragoon number 2? So this can be summoned using Dark Magician plus 1 Red Eyes, Black Dragon, or 1 Dragon Effect monster. So the key thing is to have a Dark Magician, basically. Or at least something copying Dark Magician. So a few things I'm actually curious about. So real quick, I want to check out, what's this guy's name? During your main phase, you can reveal one link monster in your extra deck, and if you do, when you link some of this turn, you treat this card as a link material with the same name, type, and attribute as the revealed monster. There's no link monster at the moment that has the same effective name as Dark Magician, I guess. So that's something. Wait a second. What? Wait. No, wait. What was this card called again? Umi. Nope. Legendary Ocean. This card is always treated as Umi. If this card is always treated as Umi, then technically, I believe the thing was, why is this able to add a Legendary Ocean to your hand? Because a Legendary Ocean doesn't exist. This card is always treated as Umi, and therefore technically not a Legendary Ocean. But then this also has that effect of like, okay, if I were to copy this card's name with another card, is it a Legendary Ocean or is it Umi? That's all I was thinking about right there. With a card that copies like Formant Skipper. But yeah, I mean Formant Skipper is like If I want to drop 3 guys here, I think like Prisma could be a decent answer, right? Reveal 1 fusion monster from your extra deck, then send 1 of the fusion materials whose name is mentioned on that card from your deck to the graveyard. Yeah, that's an idea. And then I guess there was like one other card, I think, maybe. I think it was like an elemental hero card. I think this was specifically for elemental hero vanillas, maybe. Not really sure. It was like some hero link monster though. Might as well take a look at that real quick. Deal 1 hero fusion. Add 2 of the fusion materials. Also hero lock. Not quite. Okay. What is the smartest way we can utilize to get to this? I don't necessarily want to use my normal summon on this if I don't have to. But needing Dark Magician, kind of ish, is awkward. So the most logical way we can get here It's probably some Muddy Dragon method. Let's see. This card can be used as substitute for any one fusion material, but the other must be correct. So in this case, we just need another dragon, right? And we also need to put Muddy Dragon onto the field somehow. Hmm. This is a dark monster, right? This is technically also a dark monster. We could do that, potentially, with a 4 to make Muddy Dragon. I'm thinking. That could be an idea. We would need something with a stat line that allows Sharnga to be sung, but like, do we even have consistent access to Sharnga? Muddy Dragon handles the need for like, we won't need a fusion spell, and also it'll cover the fact that we need Dark Magician, so it's just like an additional dragon alongside this, right? Hmm. After we've finished solving this issue, everything else is just smooth sailing, basically. So part of the issue is that I want to do this efficiently because there will be another engine involved later. So what do you want, Dragon? Is there a solid way we can set this up? Even if we play Magician Souls and Illusion of Chaos and stuff, that's not great, honestly. It would kind of mess with the main deck too much, I think. White Forest could easily drop this. Could Centurion drop this? They don't have access to the right levels for Mighty Dragon. Punk. Punk. Yeah, Punk. Punk can do it, actually. I think, right? Is this a dragon? No, Psychic. Is this a dragon? Sea Serpent? Come on, man. Sea Serpent? Alright. Did they have a spellcaster? Nowhere? Wait, you're a spellcaster. It doesn't work. We can't even use the Link 1 Blue Eyes monster for this. Man. Are any of you dragons? No? Of course you're a sea serpent. And then this is a fish. I mean, I guess there's kind of a fish right there. But what about the dude? Alright. Let's see. Dragon, dragon, dragon. So this copies essentially Dark Magician. So it can't be used as the dragon, right? This can't be used as both the dragon and Dark Magician, right? Straight up. So where do I pull a dragon out of my ass from, basically? Alright, let's just go through the line for now. So we'll just throw in the punk stuff and assume I can make it work. So we'll grab all of these guys. Field spell, I think we can skip the field spell for now. So will we need it? I'm not sure, really. Yeah, we'll just throw this guy in for fun, right? Do we? No, I don't think we necessarily need to. Okay. We throw in Venom Spider instead then? Yeah, we could do that. Alright. Let's go through the whole combo line idea. Okay. So actually, do we want extra Mori Surprise? Let's say Dangerous Scaboo instead for a second. Okay. So we activate Punk cards. Yes. So let's do the best possible combo here. Where I guess it doesn't really matter. We have let emergency teleport here, you know? So we go ahead and activate like emergency teleport. Maybe this will work, right? Yeah. We do this stuff, right? Xiamen effect adds the guy. We can summon like Sharkusai more or less. Rising Carp. We grab Deer Note. deer note plus a 3, which in this case, it's from Shirakusai Rising Carp. Rising Carp special summons deer note. Plus, in this case, will be, I guess, Madame Spider. And then we can do deer note effect to bring back a guy when we make the 8, and the 8 in question will be Gem Dragon Drive to get the non-tuner. We need one of the psychic wheel boys. My brain's like not doing so hot right here. Wrong guy. Where's the other one? What's his name? Psychic something. Oh, well, let's figure it out. Psychic. Level 3. Psychic Tracker. We can add this to our hand because it is a level 3 Psychic monster. And then we have 3 plus whatever 3 we decide to bring back. 3 plus 3. That makes 6. Muddy Mud Dragon. Muddy Mud Dragon is then going to substitute Dark Magician, and we still need a dragon. So now we have Gem Dragon Drive, and that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to magically assume we now have the Rising Scale hand, where we essentially have everything we have currently, but we also slap a Rising Scale additionally on here. And to this, I'm going to just say, I did my best, okay? And my best was, it only took like 10 minutes, so that's something. All right, so we have Ghost Ogre. You know, just in case we open something extra, you know, always worth playing. And if we open Ghost Ogre, extra stuff, whatever, we search another Xiamen. Focusing back up though. All right. So from here, we're going to make a guy. So we can do either Link 2 Dragon, I'm thinking, or we go rank 8 Dragon. And let's see if we have a generic guy we can make here. Nope. 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 Oh. This is makeable, actually. Crossroads. Right? 2 monsters with different types. Right? Sea Serpent. Psychic. Doable. What's the effect here? Tribute this card and 1 plant monster. Yeah, this has like actually a useless effect. So probably not that. But good to know we have a target at least. Then none of these guys are useful, right? Well, I guess there's technically Protective Well. Yeah, it doesn't really have an effect here as far as I'm concerned. So let's try XYZ, 8, and then Dragon. That's about all we have left. To see if we can do something with these, I guess. Reglubian locks you for the rest of the turn, right? Yeah. Anything we can make here? Destroy an equal number of cards on the field? Nope. Detach 1 XYZ material from this card, destroy all other monsters on the field. That's something. This requires 2 level 8 normal monsters though. There's no lock on this. Oh. Can we just do this? I'll see if this is worth doing. In a second, I guess. Heretic Sky Dragon Overlord. Nope. Galaxy Eye Cipher. I don't think this does anything. This doesn't do anything either, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, okay. So this is the only rank 8 we can make that does something. Alright. If this card is special summon from the extra deck, you can add 1 Galaxy or attacking card from your deck to your hand. Detach 2 materials from this card. Special summon from your extra deck 1 rank 8 Dragon XYZ monster with 3000 attack using this card you control as material. This is treated as an XYZ summon, then you can attach 1 Galaxy monster from your extra deck to it. What? This has 4,000 attack. Does this have an effect or something? Is it optional to attach? You can. Okay. Add a Galaxy or Tachyon card for your deck to hand. Let's see if there's anything relevant regarding these. Galaxy or Tachyon card. Galaxy 100. No, not really, right? Yeah. Anything very easily accessible. If a Dragon XYZ monster declares an attack, yeah. If a Dragon XYZ monster is on the field, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand to either field. This card is normal or special summon. The owner adds one Tachyon spell trap from their deck to their hand. Maybe. Does this work or no? That's all I'm curious about at this one. You control a Galaxy-Eyes monster. Discount? Galaxy Eyes? Activate as Chain Link 2 or higher. Negate the activations of your opponent's spell, trap, cards, and monster effects activated before this card in this chain. If you shuffle this negated card. Shuffle the negated cards on field into the deck. If you control a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon monster, you can activate this card from your hand. Tachyon Transmigration. Okay, can we just grab that? Like, can we add this detach card and then just use this as fusion material for, like, Dragoon? I want to assume you can, right? Yeah. This is a Galaxy Eyes monster, right? Oh, for sure, right? Yeah, it probably works. I mean, someone can correct me if it doesn't work, I guess. That's probably the most useful thing I could do with this. Or you could just not play this at all and just play the funny crossroads, I guess. But, okay. Good enough. And then from here, you might be thinking, okay, so you did all this punk stuff. Now what do we do? Well, now here's the main engine. Here is the centerpiece that makes all of this probably work. So, there was not a single lock done in the first half of this deck, somehow. But there could be a discard with Foxy Toon, you know? And here's a pretty good one, or several, you know? Mostly for the discards, we're looking to discard Harpor, Orcus Nightmare. We're looking to maybe open a Foolish Burial. All solid options. And all roads here will lead to Orcus combo. And now, the centerpiece, really. We don't really need an extra world legacy guy, right? Yeah, so let's get this working. And we'll keep it simple. Ish. Kind of. So we'll need... Oh, we have a lot more extra deck space than I thought we would, but alright. Let us get a Galatea, the Orcus Automaton, Galatea, other Galatea, and Logirsu, Dingirsu, and we'll just go through the idea for the Orcus half of the deck, essentially. And I guess we'll just only run one Symbol Skeleton for this particular build. So the idea here is that since we have these two Dragoon, you know what we could do? We have Galatea's effect here, which says you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, add a World Legacy monster or one Orchestrated Babel from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So here we can add essentially a World Legacy monster, but to make that effective, I think we need another way to add a card to our hand, actually. Wait. I am forgetting how this card works. It needs to discard, or send a card from hand to graveyard. So we actually need something decent to send. Well, damn, we only have one thing for Dragoon then. Unless there was another Orcus monster that magically fixes the problems here. Uh-huh. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon an Orcus monster from your hand. Nope. That doesn't get us another card in hand, actually. Wait. This only gets us one card. So the idea here with Enlil Girsu at least was that Enlil Girsu can add a Orcust or World Legacy card, specifically a banished one, to your hand, right? And then you can shuffle one card from hand into the deck. But this is optional, so we can just use the effect to essentially add a card to our hand, and then that can be discarded for Dragoon. So for example, we can do like add Nightmare, discard for Dragoon, and then we'd be chilling. So that's not going to fly, I guess. Galatea is going to need to do something here. So we'll do this. Wait a second. Doesn't this work? Oh, it does work, actually. No, it does work. We have Crescendo. Oh. Silly me. We just have to keep in mind the condition on Crescendo, and we're fine. You cannot special summon the turn you activate this card, except for Dark Machine monsters. Add a Dark Machine monster from your deck or banishment to your hand. Oh. Dude. I'm dumb. No, wait, this does work. Can you use both effects? You can only use one Orcust Crescendo effect per turn, and only once a turn. Okay, we can just be a psycho about it then. So for Crescendo, we just need to have a consistent way to put this into the graveyard, right? And then we can just use Crescendo effect to add the other discard. Oh, and then they'll add the discard for Dragoon. And then we can put it back with Enlil Girsu. And then we can technically even search and set this with Galatea. Oh. Well, I mean, it's not like set up immediately as part of the combo, but you know, if it gets you discards for your 2 Dragoons, it gets you discards for your 2 Dragoon, you know? So if it works, it works, and I'm counting it as technically working. Huh. Didn't think it would go this well, necessarily. This is okay amount of well. It works. If we have a decent way to consistently get Crescendo out of our hand, or I guess in this case would be like field to graveyard or something. How? Oh, wait a second. This is a non-target send. Huh. Dude. Just pretty sure we have enough bodies to just somehow make this work. Maybe. And then we also have like maybe a Galaxy Eyes Tech and Primal Dragon, just have extra fun with it, I guess. And I'm not sure if this can get you an extender or something. I guess it probably could. Right? Huh. Well, it looks like it'll work, I guess. Enough. I mean, maybe not immediately, necessarily, but if it works this much, we can take it. And that's a W in my book. It works, kinda. I guess, I mean, if we had the Punk Field spell instead, we could draw, like, one card. It's not like a draw two in this case, but that's something. So, yeah. Maybe there was a better way to do this. Getting from, like, well, getting at 2 Dragoon, probably overkill. 1 is probably simple enough to do, and you don't have to jump through so many hoops and hurdles, but 2 Dragoon discards plus, you know, whatever we have here with this stuff. How would we get this into the graveyard again? I don't remember anymore. I have, like, amnesia. Oh, right. Enlil Girsu, which you can loop. So, I mean, technically, if we make Enlil Girsu and then just link this off for, like, Verte, we can activate the effect to just send Crescendo, right? And then we can just activate Crescendo on the next turn to add a card for our 2 Dragoons. Oh. That's so psycho. But hey, if it works, it works. And you know, that hella works. I don't think I think we can skip the Girsu effect, honestly. Like, yeah, don't really need the Girsu effect here, do we? So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.